And welcome back to another episode of GL Rustic Design. Today we're going to be working on a very basic, simple Christmas tree box. So the first step is you need to figure out how long that your base is. One of my houses is rather small compared to what most are. The box I'm building is actually for a customer, and as you can tell, I already had my box in place. So the first step is you want to cut each 1x10, 12 inches long, or however high you want the box to sit. The front needs to be 25 inches long, and each side needs to be 22 inches long. So the first step, and once you get those pieces cut, you'll need to drill 2 pocket holes. The front piece will need 4 pocket holes total, 2 in 2 of the boards. The third one doesn't need them. The sides, all 3 pieces will need 2 pocket holes per piece. Once you get that step done, it's much easier to use a clamp in this situation, but you'll drill your 1.5-inch pocket hole into the board beside it. And while we have a quick second, I just want to say thank you for all who have subscribed to my channel. Please, if you have not yet, if you're watching this video, please subscribe to my channel and please like my video. Thank you. The next step is, once you get the pocket holes drilled into the sideboards and the 1.5-inch pocket holes attached in, get those screwed in. You'll need to take the top piece, set it flat on your workstation, and then use the side piece and you'll butt it up against the side here. Make sure that it's flush on the top, and then take a scrap piece on the outside. You could do this or mark off 3/4 of an inch. That's where the trim will go here in just a minute. And then once you get that where you need it to be, you take the 2 pocket holes and you attach the side pieces to the front pieces as shown here. Once you finish that step, your box is almost complete. Now it's time to work on the trim pieces. So you'll need 2 pieces. All these are 3 inches wide, so you'll need 2 pieces cut at 25 inches long for the front, 4 pieces cut at 22 inches for each side, and then the trim pieces in between the longer pieces, they are all 6 inches. So once you get all of that material cut for the trim, you need to proceed to drill 2 pocket holes in each side of the smaller trim pieces, so 4 pocket holes total to hold the 2 longer pieces together. Once you complete that step, lay out your 2 longer pieces of your trim, slide your pocket holes in, and proceed to connect the smaller trim pieces to the longer trim pieces. And then you'll need to do this step times 3. The 22 inches for each side, and then the 25-inch for the front. And then just kind of jumping ahead as I hold these down. Like I said before, it is much easier if you use a clamp instead of trying to use your hands. But once you get all of these trim pieces down and tacked to where you want them to go, you'll come back and you'll use I use an 1.25 Torx head bit, T25 Torx head bit, and a 1.25 T25 head screw you can get from your local hardware store, and I use those to attach each trim piece to each side. So the front side gets the 25-inch piece, 4 screws on the back. Use a clamp, just hold it nice and snug. Make sure everything's lined up to where you want it. Here, this step, you can always add X to this. My customer just wanted a basic brown box with their vinyl last name on the front, which I did not add the vinyl. They later came back and added the vinyl. This box in particular actually all got painted white. So, but it's same box, same concept. So, like I was saying before, you have 4 of the 1.25" screws on the inside of the box, which is what you see here. And here in just a minute, I'll have the camera turned around so you can see the screws I'm talking about. So, like I said, four screws per trim piece, and that kind of holds your trim together, and it also hides all of the screws needed for the project. The final step here is to cut a 22-inch piece for the back. You can use one of the scrap pieces that you had left over from when you cut the 3-inch. So 2 pocket holes on each side. This makes sure that the box itself is held tight and doesn't wobble any. I didn't put a hole back on mine just because I didn't think it was really necessary. I haven't had any complaints yet, but you know, if you wanted to add a back, it would be the same step, just closing the back with that wood. And like I said, once again, I just want to thank you all for the ones who have subscribed and liked to my channel. I have a few more videos that will be going out in the next few weeks, along with the start of our house build as soon as we close the contract. Thank you all.